Hi, my name is Andrea Jones, and I'm the Director of Advancement for the Goucher Prison Education Partnership. We're very sorry not to be with you in person today, but we're very excited about the reason why. Today, for the first time ever in our 10-year history, we are celebrating a graduation inside the prison where 4 students will receive their diplomas today. We're so excited. Tonight on campus, we'll be celebrating a larger event at which we'll celebrate the 16 former Jwgf students who have earned a college degree during this horrible pandemic. We are so excited for them as they have reached this important moment in their careers, which will be such an inflection point for the rest of their lives. Of those 16 students, 3 are women who are the first women in more than 30 years to earn a bachelor's inside a Maryland State Prison. It's a really, really exciting day for us, and we know it's a really exciting day for you all too. I hope you're enjoying the lunch. Bye-bye.
Everyone, my name is Morella, and I'm the resource developer at Yuzmat Atid. There is many things I love about the work of this organization, and I think the major one is that we don't talk about women empowerment, we act. And to see the process that women go through in Muta, and to see the women who came from a financial crisis background, who take the step and take the effort against all the challenge and the struggle that they're going through, and decided to make their own living and start their own business, and to see the successful businesswomen that they are today just inspired me every day. And I'm grateful to be in this Amuta who give this opportunity to those women. They really to change their life. So thank you.
Hello, Jwgf Baltimore. My name is Leah Geppinger-Levy from the Rachman Center. I'm sitting here in my backyard on a beautiful spring day on a moshav in Israel. Maybe you can see the corn starting to grow in the field behind my house. And I wanted to share with you how thrilled all of us at the Rachman Center are to be joining the family of organizations that receive your support. Right now, as I film this, we are working very, very hard on a campaign to bring the Istanbul Convention, which is Europe's gold standard for fighting violence against women, to a final vote in the Knesset. We shared with you when we submitted our proposal the work that we've done over the last few years to convince the Israeli government to apply for membership in the convention. Foreign Minister Yair Lapid and the Minister of Justice Gideon Sa'ar, because of our work, submitted a formal request to the Istanbul Convention in January, and the convention issued a formal invitation to the State of Israel to join, which now has to come for a final vote in the government. As the vote is approaching, we unfortunately are facing a very, very strong campaign from opponents to the convention, and this is something that we've been working on day and night for the last probably 2 weeks. And I can honestly say that because of the support that you have given us this year, we are able to continue doing this work. And no less important, just knowing that we have friends like you and partners like you standing by our side during these very trying and stressful times gives us the confidence and the ability to keep going. So for that, I personally and all of us at the Rachman Center are grateful. And we look forward to continuing to work with you and share updates about this situation and lots of other projects that we're working on. And with that, I'll end and let you enjoy your luncheon. Thank you again. Bye-bye.
Good afternoon. I'm Joan Grayson Cohen, Executive Director of Jewish Community Services. One thing that I admire and I'm so proud of about Jewish Community Services is our desire to listen to the ever-evolving community needs and create programs and services to address these needs. Infertility has often been a subject that is challenging to discuss due to stigma, shame, and sadness. We listened to many in our community who had the courage to come forward to express their feelings and articulate their needs for support. We've been able to establish the Seeds of Hope programming that provides safe and comfortable supports for individuals and their families. Additionally, we've been able to train professionals to address infertility sensitively and effectively in their practices. These efforts have helped many move from shame to openness and inner strength. The other component of our work that I am so proud of is our success in finding partners that work with us to expand resources, grow programming, and serve more individuals. We are so pleased and grateful that the Jewish Women's Giving Foundation is one of those partners who enables our agency to meet the community's needs to support individuals and families along their infertility journey. Enjoy your afternoon.
Hello, Jewish Women's Giving Foundation. I'm Julia Kepnes, Director of Strategy and Programming for the Brehm Foundation. Just want to give a real heartfelt thank you for approving our grant application for the Wheels for Women program expansion in Baltimore. I want to give you one small detail from a partner we recently heard from. We work with MedStar at a number of locations in Baltimore. In particular, their Harbor Place location is a heavy utilizer of Wheels for Women. They blew through their initial allotment of rides credit and they sort of had capped out for the year, and we recently, after we heard from you, informed them that we would be able to provide more rides this year to their patient base, which is greatly in need. So thank you, and just thrilled with this news.
Hi, I'm Claire Doherty, the new CEO of the Brehm Foundation. I'm thrilled and honored to lead the foundation's next chapter of growth. We'd like to invite you to join us on May 19th at 7 p.m. for this year's Virtual Empower Hour. This 1-hour virtual program, moderated by Sean Yancey of NBC4, will give us a sneak peek into the latest advancements in early detection of breast cancer and what's next on the horizon in women's health. So please visit brehmfoundation.org to get registered.
Hi, I'm Dina Frank with Samuel Ready Scholarships. What I love most about our work is taking the financial burden away from our young scholars so that they can focus on being the best versions of themselves. And my favorite memory from the past year was having our first in-person end-of-year celebration in a couple of years, and hearing one of our scholars get emotional during her acceptance speech. She won an award for being a well-rounded student that was involved in a lot of activities. And she said how good it felt to be recognized, not just for what she achieved, but for the hard work that goes into what she has been able to accomplish. She said that folks see her leadership positions and her accomplishments and her grades, but that they don't always understand how much work goes into getting into that place. And that she's so grateful to have a community of people to support her. I felt incredibly grateful to be part of that community and proud to serve as part of the organization that helps make her education possible.
Throughout the pandemic, there's been a tremendous surge in cases of domestic violence, leaving victims and survivors in greater danger than ever before. In fact, Hana's domestic violence calls for service have increased by 92% over the last year. Victims of domestic violence are oftentimes isolated from friends, family members, and the community as a part of their abuse. COVID-19 has only exacerbated victims' isolation, leaving many feeling alone. In addition, many survivors of abuse who have not utilized Hana's services for years have been re-traumatized by the pandemic. The isolation, fear, lack of control, and safety concerns mirrors many survivors' trauma history. While Hana has maintained several of its support groups throughout the pandemic, the generosity of the Jewish Women's Giving Foundation will enable us to create curriculum and run support groups that address the intersection of the pandemic, domestic violence, and trauma.
For these women coming together with other women who can actually relate to their experience to talk about not only how hard it was to get through the pandemic, whether they were alone, feeling isolated and triggered from past trauma, or whether they got through it with an abusive situation. To talk with other women about that, as well as in general, other women who can relate to what it's like to be in an abusive relationship, is just life-saving for them. A lot of them have never connected with another survivor of abuse, and it's such a relief when we see them meet each other and have that sense of, wow, you've been there too. It's powerful.
And we couldn't be more grateful. Thank you.